Welcome to this last edition of the Evening Review. My name is Sohane Klache, and joining us in studio is Joseph Blenden and Ndumba Kayundu of the Mine Workers Union, affiliates of the Mine Workers Union, who will touch on the issue of Namitvest. But before we go into that interview, we'll go for a short break. Welcome to the Evening Review, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Before we go into the details of Namitvest and why you held a demonstration, kindly take us through your role and just to give the viewers a brief introduction of who you are.
Yeah. My name is Joseph Blenden. I'm the former chairman of the Jahaza branch of the MUN. I was also the regional health and safety coordinator for the central region and a member of the NEC of the Mine Workers Union. We were with the union for many years. We are part of the founding members of the Mine Workers Union. And we were at the very beginning when Namic and all these business entities started. We were part of the NEC that time. So we have all the information what happened from the very beginning until the latest development now.
And you, Ndumba?
Yes. My name is Ndumba, Gabriel Kayundu. I was a former worker at Jahaza Mine, affiliated to Mine Workers Union of Namibia. I worked as a full-time shop steward for the Mine Workers Union of Namibia, and until when the Namic investment company established. I was part of the group, established the Namic investment. And I know from the beginning, and I know the reason why Namic was established.
So yesterday, or rather in the week, you held a demonstration with regards to the Namitvest issue. So I want to know, why are the reasons why you held the demonstration against this Namitvest?
The reason we held the demonstration because we know that Namic, Namibia Mining Investment Company, was established for the benefit of the members, and now all of a sudden we were never consulted that Namitvest is going to be established. So all of a sudden we heard that Namitvest is being launched. So the reason why apparently we were told that no, they are launching Namitvest so that us as a former and current members should buy a share now from Namitvest. Now the question was that we are already shareholders in Namic, since Namic was established with our money. And we decided to establish Namic as a workers, to establish Namic in order to benefit us. Now, where is this new companies coming from? That is the question we're asking. So we tried to meet them, especially myself. I went 3 times the union office to try to meet the General Secretary in order to enlighten us, in order for me to give feedback to my colleagues. But the General Secretary was not available, was not available himself. Whenever he comes there, he's not available. Even though he was available one time, I remember when we had a meeting, they delegated two ladies. One is a reception, imagine, one is a receptionist, and the other one, apparently, he was running this Namic registration. And we were told that the General Secretary is out. All of a sudden, a few minutes, we were sitting with this lady. Here comes the General Secretary, collect some papers from that ladies. So, which means that he was just hiding from ourselves. He was hiding from us. So that is the reason why the people now come up with the demonstration actually to get attention from these guys.
From your end, Joseph?
Yeah, what the thinking behind this is we have two companies under Namic, the two different sections. Now this third company is an extra overhead also. So it's using the money that should be plowed back to the workers to pay another group of executives and directors and the whole. So it's actually more money being wasted because of this company, where they could have just used one of the other companies and affiliate a branch to distribute or to distribute the funds back to the workers. This is what the workers want. They want their benefits now because of all the years of investment paying into these companies. These companies have made now millions, and the workers are poor. The workers have been retrenched. Now they establish a new company with a whole new employment range and directors that must be paid on this new company. That is why we are against having a third company come in just to do this work. We want it to be done through the original company, the company that we established back in 1997.
So just to give a breakdown, I want to understand the structure. So there's Namic, and then there's the Mine Workers Union, and I just want to understand how all of these things work together so that,
The Mine Workers Union established Namic. Namic was a company that was supposed to generate funds for the members. And this company was a great success. It made good money, and it bought shares in many, many big establishments in Namibia. And we have the list of the companies, if you want to have that list of where they have shares and how much shares they have. And they have a lot of this multiple in the tourism industry, in the mining industry, in the transport industry. They have shares in big, big companies. So there's a lot of money that is being generated from Namic, and it's just so these two companies is the one is the mother, and the other one is the working company, the working hub of Namic. So these two companies that's the companies we established. This last one now that came in is just, we think it's just to create jobs for friends and family and to spend more of our money. That is why we're against this one. Because our members that were there in the beginning, they are all of pensionable age. Some of them already passed on, and they got no benefits at this stage. So it's a whole re-registration. They know their members, they know who is on their books. Now it's a re-registration. We must go through a whole rigmarole to establish yourself now to be a beneficiary of this company. And we don't know how they can distribute the funds. What the workers want, they want money now. That is what they want, because half of them are retrenched, half of them are pensioners. They have projects they want to handle now in their old days. and it's just going from bad to worse because every time you come, there's a new thing coming up. So this is the problem we have.
As members and as supposed beneficiaries of Namic, you've obviously paid through the years membership fees and so forth. What benefits would you say members were able to derive since its establishment up until now, financially and otherwise?
The only bit that was a substantial benefit was a death benefit. That's only if you die while you're working in the mines, you got a cash payout of 5,000. I don't know if it's still, but it was established in our time and it was paid out. I don't know if they're still doing that one. But that is the only benefit where people received money, was a death benefit. The rest, there was nothing coming back to workers at all.
So from 1997 up until now, as far as beneficiaries are concerned, apart from the death benefit, there really is nothing to show.
Maybe if I may come in there. You see, what I want to say is, the point I want to make is, the initial thinking of establishing Namic was the right things. Because the reason was that we established Namic in order to benefit the members, union members, mine workers now. So that in case the company closed or the members retrenched, they sent to the street, so that Namic can generate money in order to benefit the members, so that the member can take money from that coffer to go and do whatever they do with the money themselves. So that was a good idea. But since then, you see, 24 years now, Namic established, no benefit was actually given to the members, even those who were retrenched, who were the mine closed, or the companies, whatever company they worked, it closed, no benefit at all up to date. So that's also one question to be asked. Now, Namic have a trust, it's held by the trust, Namit. So now that trust, it's actually where Namic is putting money in order whenever the company or the Namit made a lot of money, so that the money can be paid straight to us. That is what we are expecting actually. Now, this the third company, we don't know why this third company is established, because after we were requested through the media, even no consultation. We just heard through the media, the social media, through radio, through television, that we must come and complete application form in order for us to claim our shares. And they will even ask our bank account, so that we put in our bank account, our kids, our grandkids, so that we can claim our shares. But after completed those forms, all of a sudden we had also in media, not consultation, we were also told, now we must come and register to buy share, second registration now, to register in order to buy share in Namit investment. That's my first time to hear even Namit, because it was not exist. After we completed the form, so they take our money which we were supposed to get. That is my point of view. To establish Namit now. Now they want to force us to buy shares from Namitvest. Now the question is, where is our shares from Namic? Because if we were the first shareholder to establish Namic, where's our share now? So the people are demanding that they must pay our shares from Namic first. Whoever want to buy share now, he or she can buy shares from Namitvest, if that company should still be exist, because we don't want that company to be exist. What for? Because we have already Namic, we have Namit Trust. Why the third company? Namit now. Why? That is the question we are asking. And that is what we wanted to ask them, but they are running away from us. They don't want to meet us face to face. So that's why we are.
Yes, sir.
That is the root cause of the demonstrations that we had in the different regions, and the one we had yesterday is to find out how we're going to settle this thing, because we are members of Namic. This other company, we don't know the company. We don't even know if it's part of the mine workers, because we got no background information. We don't know how it was established, if it was established through the Congress or wherever it came from. We don't know. So now we want to know how are we going to get our shares that was in Namic if we must buy shares into this new company. And it's actually a bit confusing for us now as ex-mine workers and retrenched mine workers and pensioners and all those guys that was contributing over the years. Now we want to know, the company was established to give us benefits. Some of us are on retirement now. I'm on retirement for 4 years. I never heard nothing of this company yet. So we want to know how we are going to get, we can't afford at this stage to buy shares. We are retired, some are retrenched, some are living in the villages. They got no money because some mine companies have a provident fund. They don't have a pension fund where they get their money once off and they use the money. If it's a pension fund where they get a monthly payment, it's better, but like our mine specifically, we had a provident fund. When you retired or when they retrenched, they give you all your money once off, and you know once the money's in the hand, it's gone. So there's no money to buy shares into this new company. So if you don't have money to buy shares, so you lose your money you invested into Namic. That is the problem we are having now.
It's clear from what you've mentioned that there has been no communication from the Mine Workers Union about the establishment of Namitvest. What steps are you considering taking against the establishment of Namitvest?
Yeah. What I mentioned yesterday when we did the demonstration, the people of the regions, all the regions, we want a meeting with the General Secretary and all the stakeholders in these companies, all of them, Namic, Namitvest, all of them. We want to come and have a meeting with them, and then we want to sort it out there at that platform, that they can give us the proper information, how and where and why, because nothing was communicated. So this is our next step now, is to have a meeting with all the players and then go from there.
From your end, Ndumba?
Yeah, you see, the idea is we don't know Namitvest, and we don't know why it's established. So our action is they must just abolish this company. Yeah, because we are saying that this company established with our money, which was in Namic, in Namitvest. So if it's our money, they must just return our money to Namitvest, and this company must go. Then if everything is settled, if they want to set up their company, then they can take their money, their pension money or whatever money, to set up their company, advertise. Whoever want to buy share, he can buy share there. But the idea or the demand is this company must be abolished, or it must be put on hold until all these things are resolved. Yeah, because we don't want the people to dictate our property. So Namic is our property. Namitvest is our property. Now they are dictating those things to take something from there, establish the company, which is Namitvest, for their own benefit. That is what we don't want. So all we are demanding that our move is to abolish this Namitvest. in order for us to stick to Namic and Namitvest.
It seems to be that the left the station. It seems like this thing is going to go ahead. And we had a Namitvest representative, Jason Kasuo, in studio recently, where he listed various benefits of being a shareholder of Namitvest. For example, like getting dividends, getting ownership. But now, from your end, what are the possible solutions that you see could come, or what are you willing to when you go to the mine workers union, or when you want to engage them? What is it that you want to see being done, or what are you offering as an alternative?
The train may have left the station, but it's the people who started the company, who started the investment company. When we had the NEC, when we had the Congress, there was a lot of people that were against establishing this company, just for this specific reason now. When the time to pay dividends comes, what are you going to do? How are you going to do it? It was us that time. And they said, no, we will do this and this. They had long explanations, and then we voted for the company. Now it comes to the time where the dividends must be paid out, and now there's still a problem. Although they say, like a person like myself who is on pension, who doesn't receive, I received a provident fund once off, I use it to do a few things, and now I don't have money. So if I don't have money to buy into this Namitvest, I don't get any benefits from my own money. That is the problem I'm having. That is the problem the members are having.
From your end?
To me, I think there's an alternative rather than stopping Namitvest. That is my take. There's no other alternative, because the alternative, Namic, is there. Namitvest is there. So going ahead with this Namic, Namitvest, Namitvest is just kind of bullying, of bulldozing. So the only way, if we want to come to peace, we must listen to each other. As the owner of the Namic, the members are the owner of the Namic. Yes. Even in the Namic annual report, they say Namic is 100% Mine Workers Union of Namibia's company. So when you are talking about Mine Workers Union of Namibia, you're not talking those offices. You're not talking those people who are sitting in the office. You are talking about members, which means Namic is owned by the members, by us former members, current members, who actually put the money on the table to establish Namic. So whatever it should take place, the owners must be consulted. It must be consulted, which is not the case today, we were not consulted. That is why we say that the company which were established without consulting the owners of the money, if it was established for us, so we are saying stop that company. You say you are establishing the company for us. The one whom you established that company, they are saying stop that company. Because we are not aware of that, why this company has been established. That is my take. And that is the message is coming from the masses. I'm speaking in behalf of the former Namic members, Mine Workers Union members, and in this case is the owner of the Namic and the Namitvest. So we don't know now who's commanded them to establish this Namitvest. I'm emphasizing on that because that is the cause, the root cause of this, all these things we are doing now. So, yeah, that is what we are saying. Yeah.
To sort of now bring this to a logical conclusion, would you consider taking legal action with regards to the establishment of Namitvest?
No, as trade unionists, we first start with negotiations. That is our bread and butter. So we want to go to the table with the players in this case, Namic's directors, the General Secretary of the Mine Workers Union, President, all those guys. We want to first go to the table, negotiate. Legal action is it's a last straw in our books. We first negotiate. So after the negotiations, the consideration might be there if it's not suitable. But we use our ways, demonstrations and negotiations as trade unionists. Legal action might be there in the long run, but it's not on the table at this stage. We are activists and we are negotiators, so we will try and negotiate and speak to these guys. We want to know how it came about, what came about, if it's established on the Congress or if it's just between the directors of the company that established this, and we want to know how it came about and what happened, because we just heard about the company, it was established. Usually everything goes through a process where people vote on it and so on in the Mine Workers Union. Now we want to know if this went through the process or it was just established through the directors of Namic and so on.
Do you perhaps have a message for the General Secretary and for the directors of Namic with regards to the establishment of Namitvest? What do you want to say to them right here, right now?
We want to say to them, put Namitvest on hold until we did some negotiations with them to find out exactly what is happening. We want this to be put on hold, and then if they can give us a sensible answer that is beneficial to us, the workers, and our descendants, as they say, it goes through the families of the Mine Workers Union, then we can speak, but until then, it must be put on hold.
What is your burning message for the directors and the General Secretary?
My message is that we are feeling misleaded and misrepresented. Because when these guys come on the air, inviting the former members, current members, and all the beneficiaries to complete this form, we did not hear about Namitvest to exist, or to be told that our money will go through Namitvest, or we must complete the form to establish Namitvest. That was never there. So that was a misleading, that come and complete the form to claim your share. That was what they said, to claim your shares. So we were actually expecting our money to be paid straight from Namitvest to our bank account as was promised. So my message to them that please, they must stop misleading us. They must come up with the truth if they really want us to cooperate with them. So that is my message. And they must actually avail themselves, because if they are there for us, why running away from us? Looking a person for the whole week, the person is not making himself avail. They decided to communicate through the media. That's what we are doing now. That's what they want, maybe, for us to communicate through the media if they don't want to see us. So if they are there to represent us, they must not hide themselves from us. They must come, they must be visible, so that we can meet them, asking them questions and explain to why this Namitvest is established, because we don't understand why. That's why actually we are acting this way. So, yeah, that is the message now.
On that note, we'd like to thank you for joining for joining us on the evening review for the year 2021. I'd like to wish you and your families a blessed festive season. Until next year, goodbye.
question. What do you think about this one, babe?
You go now.
You're the best.
Can I go now?
Sweetie, we're just getting started.
1 second, babe. I'm on the phone. Yeah.
What do you think about this one, babe? Babe? What were you saying?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ogito Greg, and with me today I have the honor of being joined by Lazarus Nafidi, the Vivo Namibia Corporate Communications Manager. Welcome, Lazarus.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, Vivo Energy just celebrated 10 years in Namibia. Can you briefly outline the significance of this occasion?
Well, thank you very much. Again, the occasion itself is highly significant for us as Vivo Energy Namibia. As you may know, Vivo Energy as a group operates in 23 countries across Africa, where they are the Shell licensee. In some of the countries, they also have the engine brand, but in Namibia, it's specifically the Shell brand that we have been operating since 2012. So it's highly significant for us as a company. It's a very young company, very vibrant company that deals with marketing and distribution of Shell branded fuels. So it's a milestone for us in the sense that we've been able to give value to our customers over 10 years, and to us it's no small feat.
Excellent, excellent. Well done. But can you tell us some of the highlights and milestones that you've reached over the last 10 years?
Yes, as a group, the idea was always to expand and adopt a retail growth strategy, which is underpinned by our corporate values, which is really to focus, perform, and to focus and perform, simplify and perform. And when you talk about simplifying and focusing, it really is paying attention to details. So as a country, we've been able to improve on our HSSE. HSSE in our industry really talks about health, safety, security, and with consideration to the environment as well, because safety matters a lot in our industry. It's our license to do business, because if any practice is not safe, we'd rather not venture into it. So over the 10 years, we've been able to adopt a very strict safety culture, which is observed across the entire spectrum of the business. We've actually also been able to almost double the size of our network of service stations in Namibia, using our retail growth strategy. And this has brought our services obviously closer to a whole lot of other motorists in Namibia itself as well. So because of this, you will be able to see in almost every town that you go into, or every settlement across the country, you can see the red and the yellow of Shell. So it's something that we are quite proud of, and something that we've also taken into some of our other offerings, knowing that if you drive onto any forecourt of Shell, you don't just want to fill up with fuel, but you would also want a bit of convenience. And to that end, we've partnered up with a number of local and international brands to bring a diversified retail offering to the motorist. And because of that, you can see today when you drive down to Marienthal that you are able to go into a Spur Grill and Go at the service station. We've partnered up with KFC to bring KFC outlets onto the forecourts. And because of that, we're able to offer our clients more than just fuel at our service stations. So Some of the milestones that we're also looking at is operationally. Operationally, we've been able to look into getting ourselves certified, ISO certified, which is a standard that speaks to quality management. And not meaning to brag, but we are the first and only oil marketing company that has got this certification in Namibia at the moment. So that makes us proud, and it gives us, it gives our customers assurance that our products are tested, they perform very well, and they through each of the steps in our value chain, we're actually able to testify that we are bringing a product that is safe and that is also consistent with our motorists. So in a nutshell, these are the things that we are looking at celebrating over the last 10 years as well.
Excellent, excellent. As a corporate entity, tell me what corporate social activities define the Vivo Energy brand?
Yes, thank you very much for that question, and it's one that actually begs to be answered quite a lot. We get a lot of requests for partnering on community investment programs. Now, our community investment program is ring-fenced around 3 key areas. Obviously, road safety, it being the sector that we operate in. Road safety is one of them, education, as well as environment. And these are really key areas in which we've done quite a lot over the last 10 years. We've invested quite heavily in partnering with like-minded institutions in the sphere of road safety, and to this end, we've been one of the founding members of the National Road Safety Forum, which has evolved now into a body that really brought along quite a lot of other stakeholders to ensure that our streets are safe, and also that our motorists continue abiding towards road safety regulations, as well as, and the aim is really to avoid the carnage that is on our roads almost every year, and where we lose quite a lot of lives there as well. So road safety is paramount to us. It really underpins what we're trying to achieve as an entity for the country and for motorists. Education, obviously, we are a very young country, and the African continent itself is pretty much young, and education is always, I mean, it's always the greatest equalizer when you talk about economic growth. So we've done quite a lot with underprivileged schools, trying to obviously provide equipment where we can, uniforms, as well as learning materials. Last year gave us an opportunity to actually pilot an e-learning solution with one of the smaller service providers amongst the number of schools that are particularly remote. And I mean, COVID really gave us the opportunity to test out some of these things. Obviously, we can always do more, and we are looking to do more in the coming years. 10 years is a relatively short period of time, but we are looking to grow the brand and to be significant and make the biggest impact that we can in the areas that we operate in.
Excellent, and that brings us nicely to the next question, which is, what does the future look like for Vivo Energy and the Shell brand? Please give us a glimpse into the next 10 years.
Yeah, the next 10 years, it would probably be the next 30 or 40 years. I know there's quite a lot happening in the energy sphere, but as a company, we are transitioning towards what everyone terms as the next frontier in energy transformation, and we have already started with rolling out amongst our network of service stations, solar-run service stations that are run either in a hybrid model on both grid power and solar. But it's a project that we started last year, and this is going to underpin the next couple of years that we will be making use of renewable energy. We're teaming up with quite a number of our commercial clients already to see how best can we harness renewable energy as part of our business model. And so the future really looks bright. It looks at cooperation. We are looking to roll out our ESG strategy, which really talks about environmental social governance, and it really looks at efficiency across our people, the environment that we operate in, as well as our business model, to make it more sustainable, make it have a bigger impact on the people that we serve, our clients, commercial customers, as well as obviously our shareholders.
Excellent. Can you share with us a message for the festive season?
Yeah, it's obviously a joyous time of the year. Most of us have had a very tough year, and everyone's looking forward for a break, you know. So please, I'd just like to implore all Namibians again to just observe the rules of the road, the regulations, and make sure your car is, your vehicle is roadworthy before you embark on a journey. Make sure you rested very well, as well as, yeah, the basics really. Speed kills, slow down, have consideration for other road users, buckle up, don't drink and drive. And yeah, most and foremost, please protect yourselves. Let's mask up, let's sanitize, let's not get tired of some of these new things. Let's be safe out there. And I wish everybody a very joyous festive season. Merry Christmas, and to you as well, if we don't see each other again. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you too. And to all of you out there, thank you so much for joining us. And we wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Be safe.